I tell people all the time, it's very important to write your goals down. And this is where most people make mistakes when writing their goals down. There's a couple of mistakes that a lot of people make. Number one, their goals aren't big enough. And I'm going to show you an example of that. And then I'm going to show you the solution to that's very personal to me. A lot of advisors even say, make sure that your goals are attainable. Have you ever heard that, Smith? Make sure your goals are attainable.
Heard that a lot. Yes.
That's silly. If you're going to have a goal, it needs to be a big, juicy, big goal. One that has something that you would just do anything for. So if you have a goal, a small goal, like one of my team leaders and salespeople had a goal, and I said, that's too small. We're going to double that. If your goals are too small, it is too easy to give up on them. If your goals are too small, it's too easy to give up on. You have to have a big, 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 big goal. So there, I found one of my spots. I want to find one more right here. Smith, you threw this thing all over the place when you were doing your little. There it is right here. Okay.
I apologize.
Okay. Now this is amazing right here. All right. This is a personal goal of mine. I'm going to be totally 100% candid. Friday, March 23rd, 2018. I don't know if you can see it. That's fine, but I circled it. Friday, March 23rd, 2018. This is my 5-year plan. I'm going to show you the problem with this goal. 5-year plan. $240,000 per year income. Live on $120,000. Save $120,000. Save $600,000 in 5 years. It's right there in black and white. Okay. That was less than 3 years ago. Okay. The problem with that goal, it's not big enough. The other problem with that goal is it's not written in present tense.
Right.
So when you write a goal, you need to write it down in present tense as if you already have it. For instance, now the goal's still not big enough, but it should have been, I'm so happy and grateful that I have, or that I save $120,000 a year. I'm so happy and grateful that I have $600,000. That should have been the way it was written, but it wasn't. And so that goal didn't come to fruition like that. Okay. What happened instead was 2 months after that, I got fired from where I was working. I thought I was going to buy into a dealership and be a dealer, make $250,000 a year. Instead, now this is where this is something that I rarely talk about because I think everybody's spiritual beliefs are personal. I know their spiritual beliefs are personal, so I'm not putting my spiritual beliefs on you. But the story that I'm about to tell you is a spiritual story and prove to me that there is indeed a God that has a bigger plan for you and me than oftentimes we have for ourselves. Now, you've never heard me talk about God on a video before. I've had people that come on and they talk and they share their beliefs, they share their passions, they share their convictions. But what happened is so here's why I'm sharing it with you. Number one, I want to help people, and I feel like if I have a calling, that it is to wake people up to their potential. So whatever your goals are, I'm telling you they're too small. And here's what happened to me. 2 months after I wrote this little goal down, I got fired. I was currently writing a book called The Art of Text Message Selling, but it was not completed, and I wasn't working on it nonstop. I had to get done with it. I already had an editor. I was already working on it, but I had to get done with it. And I was also forced back to the teachings, that the lessons that I had been taught by some amazing mentors that said you need big, juicy goals. You need goals that are just beyond your reach. You need to write them down in present tense. You need to speak them. I'm so happy and grateful that I have $10 million in one bank account just for a charity, that type of goal. Okay. So I started writing down the big goals, and that 5-year plan happened in about 6 months. And we've built something that's way more valuable than this little goal was. You know, we 10x this little goal, and we, you know, it's just amazing. But that is the part I'm telling you about, that you've heard the cliche, when God closes one door, he opens another one, you know. So my plan was one way, but it wasn't big enough. There was a bigger plan.